Hi guys, welcome back to the Az&Riz YouTube channel. Today you got me, Riz, and today I'm going to be giving you my top tips on how to level up, whether that's in your career, your personal life, or on your business ventures. Before I get into the video, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below in terms of what you guys want to see moving forward. Firstly, sit down and write down your goals. Note down 3 to 4 things that you want to achieve by the end of the year. Also, make sure they're realistic and make sure that you can achieve them. There's no point of you noting down unrealistic goals. You want to be a billionaire by the end of the year, as an example, right? Let's be honest. You're not going to achieve that unless a miracle happens. Make sure they're realistic and make sure you can achieve them. Also, I will recommend you coming back to your goals every quarter. The reason why I'm saying this, things might pop up and which could potentially change the direction of your goals, and you might need to change them. Secondly, make sure that you have a plan of how you're going to achieve these goals. There's no point of you writing them down and saying, yeah, it's going to happen, I'm going to manifest it, blah, 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 something's going to happen, etc. Life doesn't work like that, let's be real. You need to sit down and actually think, how are you going to achieve this goal? So for example, if your goal is to, save X amount of money by the end of the year, how are you going to do that? So you might get a wage, you might have a full-time job, you might earn X amount of money. So at the end of the month, you'll get whatever you get as in terms of your wage, and you might be able to save X amount that will help you in order to achieve that goal. If you're not in that position, you're working full-time Monday to Friday, whatever, and you get your paycheck and you realize, oh, this isn't, I'm not going to be able to hit my goal by the end of the year, then you know that you need to do a side hustle. You need to go out there and get another job, do another hustle, whatever, in order for you to achieve that goal. So make sure you sit down and you write a plan of attack for each of these goals. Thirdly, grab yourself mentor or mentors. The reason why I'm saying this, you always want to learn from people who have already been there, done it, and who have experience on their side. So you can learn from their mistakes and you can potentially use them in order to get what you want. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is, say for example, if you want to go into flipping houses, renting out houses, etc. If you grab yourself a mentor who's done this, who has 100 properties or 20 properties, whatever, or they buy from auction and they flip their houses, etc., they already know what the kind of success plan is, what you need to look out for in order for you to do that. Right. Also, they might be able to introduce you to contacts that they have. So for example, going back to the property example, your mentor might have a broker that you can use. They might have tradesmen that you can use, like electricians, plumbers, builders, etc. when it comes to you renovating, a potential house. They might have an accountant that you can use to do your books, whatever, or give you advice. Also, looking from a career lens, if you grab yourself a mentor who's head of a business department, who's very senior in an organization or whatever, right, you can learn from them and understand what they did in order to get to that position. Also, talking to your mentors about your goals and setting your goals is very important that you include them in that process. The reason for that is, again, it goes back to that experience thing that I was talking about. They can give you an understanding of what you need to do in order to hit those goals and what realistic goals are from a business perspective, from a career perspective, from a personal life perspective, whatever it is. So make sure you go out there and find your mentors. Lastly, I'm going to come with the cliche stuff that you hear from every motivational YouTuber's mouth, from everyone's mouth, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it's true, I'm not going to lie. You can't be lazy and you need to be consistent. The reason why I'm saying this, yeah, cool, you might have the goals, you might have the plan of attack, but if you're not an action man or woman, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to sit there, you're just going to waste time, etc. You need to be out there, you need to be doing what you need to be doing in order to achieve these goals. Whether, for example, you want to save X amount of money, but you realize that your normal day job ain't going to cut it, you better go out there and side hustle or do what you need to do in order to get that extra money. Whether you want to flip properties, you might not be able to start in London, as an example. You might have to start in Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, etc. You might have to do trips up and down the M-way in order for you to achieve that goal. Are you really willing to do that, right? Are you really willing to drive 2 hours, do building work, do manual labor work in a property that you just acquired because you don't have the funds of hiring a builder, a laborer, or whatever, and then coming back down, doing your corporate job the next day or whatever you do in your normal day job? Are you really willing to do that, right? So this, you can't be lazy, you have to be consistent. yeah, cool. There's certain weeks that you can't be asked, and that's, you know, that's fully understandable. Everyone's human. Everyone wants to relax and you know, chill out. That's calm. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure, do people have weeks that they can't be asked, you know, to do what they need to do? Do you just want to kick back, relax? That's totally understandable. Everyone's human. Everyone needs to chill out, go on a holiday, you know, link up with your friends, do what you need to do, right? But you need to keep your eye on the ball and make sure you hit that goal. Say, for example, when it comes to this, you know, business venture, if you're about to achieve a big deal, you know, you can't take your eye off the ball for a second. You need to make sure that you stay on it. Look at the emails, look at the texts, make sure you pick up the phones, etc. Because you never know, you might miss an email. There might be a week where you're like, oh, you know what, I just can't be asked, and potentially a deal could slip through your hands. When it comes to this property game, there might be a property that's going for sale. You take your eye off the ball, boom, within, you know, a couple of hours, whatever, the property could go to another person, etc. Also, when it comes to your career as well, you need to make sure that you stay on top of, you know, your workload. Are you active? Are you doing things outside of your day job? So when I'm talking about outside of your day job, yeah, cool, you might be assigned different projects, but there could be side of desk activities that you could be doing, and you could be building up your brand at work in order for you to get that promotion or for you to get that recognition. So yeah, don't be lazy, be consistent, and keep moving forward. Right, guys, that was it. That was my top tips on how to level up in your career, in your personal life, in your business ventures. Like I said at the beginning, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment down below in terms of what you guys want to see moving forward.